Yo, what is going on today, guys? Welcome to CG's memo. Just ready to get back into the swing of things. Took a few days off because of Labor Day, but we are back in action, ready to show you guys how to make money in cryptocurrency. Um, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I'm here to show you guys how to make money and explain to you guys what is going on in the market and exactly what happened just right after Labor Day, why we saw such a huge crash and what's the explanation for it, right? Because the thing is that there has to be something, right? And so let's just jump right into it. Let's just take a look at the dominance chart real quick, and I want to just show you guys, right? People think that we're seeing, you know, this bull market come to an end, right? There's no way that this bull market is coming to an end. We haven't broken out of trend on this dominance, right? Dominance is still falling. Dominance is still falling, and we've seen it go as high as 42 since yesterday, right? 42, 43 even, right? But we haven't even jumped up to this 45 level, and we haven't even broken trend, right? We're still falling, and alt season is still here, right? And so if you take a look now, right, we're one day after this huge crash, and we're starting to see, alts start to fly up again. And so what was the explanation for this crash? Let's just take a look at the good old Will Clementine, right? Clemente, right? Price down because of a leverage wipeout. Meanwhile, all indications of accumulation grew stronger, including a large uptick in BTC supply held by strong hands. Bull market is not over, just another shakeout. Underlying market structure continues to strengthen, right? Um, we're seeing that because the market was so greedy, and we'll pull this up too, right? Um, uh, Pull up the fear and greed index, right? If you guys don't know how to utilize the fear and greed index, like this is a pretty good indicator to how to react to the market, right? So last week, and over this past month, right? In August, we've been extremely bullish. Everybody's hyping up crypto. Everyone's telling everyone to get into crypto, and we saw that with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has been extremely bullish, right? Since the last bottom, back in July, right? Back in July, we've seen this huge, you know, shoot up to the moon, right? With Bitcoin. And now we're at this, we were at this 53K level, and we got, the price got rejected. Price got rejected, but why, right? We saw this back in May, right? In Memorial Day weekend, when we saw this huge uptick, right? And we saw this huge uptick going into Labor Day as well. But then immediately after, what happened, right? All of that hype and all of this greed in the market, right? Extremely greedy, extremely greedy, right? 79, right? We're approaching this point where everybody in the market is just get in. It's quick, easy money. Quick, easy money. Like there's nothing to worry about. And then all the whales were like, all right, we're going to get rid of all of you, leverage traders and, everyone that thought that they were going to just make quick and easy money. Nope. Nope. Um let's just take a look at what's happening around the world, right? There's mass adoption starting to come into play. And so when you look at El Salvador, right, they just picked up 400 Bitcoin, and they are, implementing, their Bitcoin ATMs and stuff like that, so that people can be using Bitcoin as a legal tender, right? And so this happened soon after El Salvador implemented the Bitcoin law, right, and created the Shiva wallet to launch on Google Play, Apple Store, etc. Right, and then they made these Bitcoin ATMs so that people can be utilizing Bitcoin as their legal tender, right? And so you know El Salvador is in the market, right? They just picked up 400 Bitcoin, and then they were like, whales were like, all right, you know what? Stay up. But the thing is that look at this, guys. We saw this huge drop, right? Saw this huge drop as low as 42, 43K, and then immediately after, what happens? We jumped right back up to 45. We jumped right back up to 45, saw this another downswing, and then we're back up to 46. So we're literally just just at the same levels, right, that we were, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, right? We're literally at the same levels as we were, like not even 2 weeks ago, you know, just in the last week, right? We were playing around this 46K level, and as long as we hold this 46, right? As long as we hold this 46 and we start to bounce up from here, we flip this, resistance into support again, and then we work our way back up. This is what we're gonna be seeing next, right? We saw this huge crash, and then we're now bouncing out of it, and we're going to be starting to accumulate more and more positions for these whales to buy up, right? They crashed the market so that you know all of these people that think they were going to make quick money, they got all of these paper hands out of the market. The people that didn't hold, right, that didn't hold or didn't buy into the market yesterday, right, you're going to be missing out because there's still so much money to be made. Like, it's literally just the beginning. We still have all of quarter four where we're still seeing Ethereum going to be pumping, right? We have Ethereum 2.0 coming out, right? They're not going to make it this easy for people to just say, "Oh, wow. Like, let's just continue to ride this wave all the way to the top." No, they're going to put fear back into the market, right? They're going to put fear back into the market so that they can be accumulating more and more at a lower range, right? We were extremely greedy, extremely greedy. And when that happens, that's what happened the last time, right? In May, when we saw the crash, we were at like levels of 80, 90 because people were extremely greedy. And literally we got all of that greed out of the market, all of the paper hands, all of the people that just like wanted to get this quick fast money. They literally just got out of the market, and then now we're recovering back to this neutral zone, leaning more towards this fear, right? And so that helps the people that actually understand crypto and understand this market, because now we can buy in at these lower levels, right? Just play the whales, right? Play the whales. They're gonna have it a little bit faster than you, but you know you we you know that in the long run, right? If you hodl through those crashes in a bull market, right? You're going to recover and you're going to make even more astronomical gains. And it's proven. It's literally just it's proven, guys. You know, let's just go back here, right? Like, they didn't, like, you can see this back in February, right? When this bull run was starting to really start to come up, right? When this bull run was really starting to come up, back in February, right? We saw this huge drop, right? From this 54K down to this 46 level. It's literally a repeat. It's literally a repeat. And so we have 3 months left, right? So from February to May, that was when we saw that huge drop the last time, right? February, we saw this huge drop from 54, almost the exact same levels. 54K down to 46, 47K. And then what do we see now? We see this huge drop from 53 down to 46. It's almost the exact same levels and literally almost the exact same timing that we're going to be seeing these all-time highs go into quarter 4, right? We have 3 months left in this year. So, from February to May, that was 3 months that we saw the all-time highs actually start to peak out, right? So that's what we're going to be seeing. We're going to see this, and then we're going to see these little corrections, right? But we didn't even drop as far as, like when you want to be extremely fearful, like when you really, want to be somewhat scared is when you're seeing like 40%, 50%. You saw like, 20% drop, right? Like we didn't even break past, like we're literally just at where we were just a week, 2 weeks ago, right? Like if we dipped all the way down to 30K again, okay, like bull market might be over. But we saw this flash crash, and then we already bounced back, recovered because the whales liquidated all of these paper hands, and then now they're able to get in, and then we saw this huge sharp increase back to this 46K, right? So they dropped it down to 42, got everyone out, and then boom, pop back up 4K instantly, right? And when you're playing with enough money like these whales do, that's a lot of money that they just made. And they're just resetting the market, right? They're resetting expectations. Expectations is, oh yeah, let's just continue to make money, continue to make money. El Salvador, hey, welcome rookie. Welcome to the game. Let me just show you. You're gonna lose 15% instantly, right? Your whole currency was already shit. You wanna get in this crypto market? We'll show you what this crypto market's about. Down another 15%. And then now we're gonna see this recovery, because El Salvador, like the president of El Salvador, didn't come out be like, oh my gosh, why did we do this, right? It's a long term game. They're still early adopters. Like literally, let's just take a look at the market cap, right? We're literally at the same market cap that we were a week ago. We're still ahead of where we were about a week and a half ago, right? We were at 1.9 trillion just a couple weeks ago, and then we shot up as far as 2.4 billion or 2.4 trillion, and now we're back down to 2.2 trillion. So they liquidated $200 billion, $300 billion, because this was closer to 2.1 flat, but now we're looking at almost 2.2, like literally a day later, right? $100 billion just dumped right back in. So that's why we're seeing these astronomical gains, right? This is why we're gonna start highlighting some of these alts to be accumulating. I found this at $3, right, when it first came out, just a few weeks ago, back in August, and since then it's 3x, 50% today. You gotta find some of these and do your research, and then also, you can sign up for some of these platforms that kind of give you indicators, right? I'm not even paid by these guys because I'm so small, but you can find, like, get access to some of these websites that'll show you. Look at this. RGT are launching on Coinbase. Oh my goodness. So I've been in RGT for literally since $3. Since $3, it's now at 17, and it's gonna be launching on Coinbase Pro. That's a huge thing, right? You can scroll down here. You can see, all of these, right? Unusual Twitter volume. Look at this, RGT popping up, and RGT hasn't even really exploded today. Like I called this in about a month ago. I think I gave it to you guys on YouTube, about $7 in, and since then it's about 2x, right? This has been as high as $19 in the past couple weeks, an all-time high of $27 in April. This as soon as this gets launched on the Coinbase Pro, right? And you're seeing all of this Twitter volume coming in, um, and unusual trading volume, right? It's on multiple indicators for this website that I use, right? And this is, I pay for this, right? I'm not even an ambassador for these guys, but like this is how you make gains, right? You gotta invest to invest to invest and do research as much as possible so that you can find some of these things that are going to be exploding, right? We have a 334 ranked market cap, only 142 billion market cap, right? Only 142 billion market cap. This thing is going to be um, or 142 million, sorry, 142 million. This is going to be 142 billion some point. Like this is RGT is huge, 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 huge for DeFi. That's going to be astronomical once it gets launched on the Coinbase Pro. And we're going to see this definitely shoot up within the next, by the end of this run. Q4 is going to be massive for these alts, guys. It's going to be massive, and then we're going to be seeing this alt start to come to conclusion after Q4, maybe Q1, 2022. But this is this is why the market reacted in the way that it did, and it went down so violently. But what goes down violently is also going to come up violently throughout the rest of this bull run, right? We just need to continue to hold levels and to be patient, right? Patience is what killed everybody yesterday in terms of monetary purposes, right? All of the investments got liquidated from this greed in the market, and then now we're starting to see this. We saw this crash to get out all of those people that don't understand, right? And we'll verify that with also Cointelegraph right here. Who was selling? Not hodlers. New data hints at Bitcoin crash culprit amid leverage wipeout, right? BTC flash crashes are caused by deleveraging. The COVID crash was similar in that derivatives overreacted, but back then it was supported by investors. Then this one was completely divergent and a mystery. Cheap coins, right? This is just a healthy cleansing. Healthy cleansing, right? Who was selling? Not hodlers, mostly whales. And in fact, the ones that bought their BTC only quite recently, right? They're they're literally they're literally just toying with everybody that is new to this market, that is gonna be fearful, right? And they're gonna sell out of positions. They're not gonna hodl through it, or they're not gonna want to buy in more, and then they're gonna FOMO in later on, right? But the whales are gonna be able to get a better price now because they got so many people to get out of the market, and flash crashed, right? And then they told their friends, buy it up, just like back here, right? We saw this back in May. We saw this flash crash down to 30K, bounced right back up to 36, right? Back here in like June, right? Saw this flash crash back down to 27, all the way back up to 31. Like these are normal in crypto, and if you aren't comfortable with it, don't be in it, right? But then you're gonna miss, right? You're gonna miss this opportunity when Bitcoin actually gets to 100K. Like it's just setting itself up to get to that level, and have whales, make their most optimal gains through this bull run, right? It's all there. It's all there. Another huge thing is that you know with El Salvador adopting Bitcoin, right? This is going to be huge for El Salvador, right? And also for mass adoption, right? We put out a video about mass adoption just a couple weeks ago, talking about how these third world countries are going to start adopting cryptocurrency because it has transparency, it has stability, right? It has all of these things that a currency needs, right, to actually thrive, that these third world countries don't have. And so the World Bank is over here, right, trying to say like pour cold water on El Salvador's adoption of legal tender, right? Of Bitcoin becoming legal tender, it cannot support the move due to environmental and transparency concerns. The thing is that this is more environmentally friendly than most of the things that we have, right? And it's transparent, right? Everything that's out on the ledger, I can go out onto Etherscan right now and look up all of my transactions that I've ever made, right? So to say that there's transparency concerns, the thing is that if people register to this, right, because it's a adopted currency in their state, like there's nothing that's going to um, not be transparent, right? It's all on the blockchain. It's just people are ignorant to understand what cryptocurrency actually means and how transparent it actually is, right? But right in section 12, article 5 defines acceptable forms of holdings of currency. The bank, the World Bank, right, shall accept from any member in place of any part of the member's currency, right? So this means that in when you're involved in the World Bank, you're gonna have all of these currencies. Doesn't matter what it is. If that country or that state that's in the World Bank accepts a currency, right, then everyone in the World Bank is going to have to accept those forms of legal currencies, right? Which was written in 1944, right? So moving forward, since El Salvador, right, is accepting Bitcoin as a legal currency, this is going to transform, right, the way that everyone has to accept, right? Because everyone is going to have to accept Bitcoin as a legal currency, right? An illegal tender. No ifs, ands, or buts. Legally, this is what they have to be doing, right? World Bank pledges to engage with sovereign governments, and this is right. This is what everyone in these member states in these local currencies have to abide by, right? So, mass adoption is coming, right? Mass adoption is coming. This market cap is, this is literally just base minimum, right? We're gonna see this start to really fly in these next few years, and for the people that understand this market and get in early enough, right, they're gonna see their lives literally transform before them. Do your research, guys, right? Let's just jump into some of these alts. Um, so I was talking about, I've talked about VRA before. One of my favorites that I had up, and where I hold very strong conviction and have a pretty good sized bag out of my entire portfolio, is in Eden. I had this back here when it was $3 when it first came out, and then we've only seen it, right. We saw this cup, it became parabolic, and then we saw this rise up, and then we had this little flash crash, and then we've only been up, right. It's been bullish this entire time. This green indicator on the Trendmaster indicates just bullish, right. We saw this slight neutral zone, which is this blue zone here, and then just as of today, we saw this 37 as high as 45% increase from Eden. Um, like I said, I've 3x this token already, but this still has a lot more to go. Right? Let's pull out the fib. So the reason why I got into this early today and I put more bag in today is because we can see here on this fib. Let me stretch this out a little bit. Let me stretch this out real quick. So the reason why I got into this again today is we'll take a look at the fib, right? Take it from the high point to the low point of what it was before, right? So we are breaking through this 0.22 level. We are looking like we were gonna break through this 0.22 level early this morning, and since then, right? As soon as we broke this 0.22 level, right? We'll just take it from this 0.22 level. What have we done? We have jumped 15% from this jump, right? In total, right, we've gained 37%. But if you just catch these fib levels, if they look like they're going to be breaking through, which they're, if you look at this volume indicator, we're looking like we're going parabolic on this volume indicator as well, right? A lot of buy volume coming in, right? Right after this sell volume, all of this buy volume coming in, right? And then just look at the other indicators, right? This is why people need to just invest into, right, all of these strategies, all of these techniques that are going to help you, make money and find out how to utilize them, because there's so much money to be made, um, especially when you come to my channel, right? So if you guys like what's going on over here, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, because we are making a fuck ton of money for you guys. Everything that I've ever put out on this channel has made money, um, for you guys, right? If you guys took the risk, you guys, assess the risk and look for yourself. Um, this is how you make money. Another one that I'm looking at right now is AGLD. AGLD looking like if it breaks out of trend here, right? If we can break out a trend here and get past this 380, we got rejected earlier today. We were at this 395 ish earlier, trying to break into this $4 range. As we see here on the fib, we got rejected, and so we're seeing this flash crash back down, getting back into this range between $2, $3, and $2, and we're gonna keep playing in this lower range until we get accepted up here. But once we get broken past this $4 mark, right? And then we're gonna start jumping into these next levels, jump into these next levels. But look at this greenfield, guys, $22, right? So if you get into this and assess your risks and understand what these alts are about, right? You have a chance at possibly 11xing or even past that, going past that. So that's one that I'm looking at right now. Eden, obviously, we're still looking at VRA. We'll do some TA on VRA in a little bit. We'll look at Bitcoin and we'll look at Ethereum as well. But let's look at this FTX token. This one is, I want to sell the news. Right? Steph Curry joins Tom Brady as FTX ambassadors. Right? They're getting into cryptocurrency. You can look at Steph Curry's Twitter profile, and now he has a CryptoPunk, right? You're starting to see like OBJ has a CryptoPunk. You got Jay-Z has a CryptoPunk. Like all of these athletes and rappers and things like that understand, right, the issues with how you can be kind of silenced, right? And like this is full transparency. This allows you, right, crypto allows you to literally be as transparent and open and making as much noise as you want to be making, right? Like there's no centralization. There's no oversight for you to say this or that, or not to get into this or that, right? And so this is what these leaders are doing. These leaders are understanding this movement that we're moving into in the next 5, 10, 20 years, right? These guys aren't dumb. These guys are business moguls, right? And they're going to be doing the next best thing as well, right? Steph Curry, extremely smart, right? Tom Brady, right? Extremely smart. Hall of Fame level people, right? Understand this. And so they're going to invest into, what's the next best things, right? They're not going to be putting their money, right? They have plenty of money. Why do they need to be risking it on dumb shit, right? So when you understand that, right, look at what happened, right? We saw this go parabolic. We saw this cup. Where is my drawing tools? Where is my drawing tools? Drawing tools. Where's my arc? Where is my arc? Right there. So we saw this go parabolic, right here. So we saw this cup, saw this handle. Once we break through this handle, let's draw this out real quick. Once we break through this trend line here, right? Once we break through this trend line here, it's gonna go parabolic, right? Which is what we saw. As soon as it broke handle, we saw this dildo. We saw this massive, you know, 46% dildo, just in this short time frame. And then after that, we saw this slight retest back onto this EMA, and then we bounced off. We accepted that price, and then we're back up here. And now we're testing back on this EMA, and then what's gonna happen next as we continue in this bull run is we're gonna see these levels just increase, tests, retests, back up to the top, right? So when we understand this, guys, and if you catch these things early enough, right, you're gonna be able to get these kind of gains. You're still not missing out, right? This is 3x from the bottom here, just in this last month, or just in the last 3 months, 4 months or so. Yeah, about 3 months. And so what's going to happen from this point, because we have these ambassadors getting into the game, and I kind of want to sell the news temporarily, right? Because, once you get greedy, people start saying things, right? What happens is that things typically tend to go down from that point. However, I think that's a short term, right? If you hold a long term bag in this, Tom Brady and Steph Curry aren't going to be losing money over this, right? They're not going to lose sleep. They're not going to lose, I would say they're not going to lose their hair, but Steph Curry just shaved his head again. So they're going to be, investing into things that are going to be here for the long term, right? They're building generational wealth. And if you want to be building generational wealth and making money, follow me on this channel, like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, right? And allow me to help you guys make and build generational wealth and leadership for your family and for those around you. All right. Let's jump into the next best thing, right? We got Ethereum. So we saw this flash crash down to as low as 3K, right? 30, I think it was 3,200. I know a couple of people that actually caught this flash crash. Bounced immediately back up to 3,500, now sitting right under this 3,500 level. But, like I said before, right, we're literally just where we were just 2 weeks ago on Ethereum, right? Still above this 3,300 level. Still above this 3,300 level, guys. We got rejected at this 4K. And so that's another part as to why I think that we flew down so hard, is because we were playing with this 4K level for so long. They were like, you know what, fuck it, let's get rid of it, let's just drop it again. Same thing with Bitcoin, right? Same thing with Bitcoin. We were trying to play with 53 level, got rejected at this 53K level, and then dipped down from here. But I hope you guys are learning. I hope you guys really take the time to spread the word and let CG's memo continue to help you guys do the research for you, and to tune into my channel and to help me to grow, because like I said, we find everything, and we're still making a fuck ton of money over here, right? As we start to grow, I'll start to develop. I'm thinking of developing like a Telegram or Discord, or maybe getting more involved on Twitter or something like that, to be posting out some of these instant trades, like this breakout that I saw coming with Eden, right? While other people are down in the dumps, right? I sold out a VRA, a good chunk of my VRA, on this crash, before it bottomed out at like 0.03, and then got into something, like a short-term play where I can be making more money, right? And I got into something that made me, kind of lucked out, right? Got into this 38% win. So I'm thinking about getting like a Telegram together or something like that. That'll really help encourage you guys to get involved more on this research side of things, and to do your own TA and help me to find some stuff as well. But I'm going to continue to do my best to try to get you guys this information out, hopefully ahead of time, right? We've called this with plenty of other things like Solana, right? You're over 2.5x since I've told you about Solana. RGT, you guys are up 2x on RGT. um, you know let's see where we're at on like Rune. We're only up $1.50, I think, since I talked about it on here. um, what else we got? We did Alchemex, I believe, as well. Alchemex, Alchemex is so volatile. Alchemex is extremely volatile, and we're gonna see, when we do see these flash crashes, we're gonna see these like literally like all the way down flash crash, right, from 450 all the way down to 290. And we're meeting right in the middle. But we're gonna start finding these things, and we're gonna be posting it ahead of times on Telegram, Twitter, or Discord, whichever I choose to do. But for now, continue to tune into the channel. Give me that thumbs up and subscribe, and be sure to tell your friends and family so that we can continue to make money and to build this generational wealth where we don't, or at least from where I'm from, right? Like, we don't have that going on. So I want to help you guys do that. All right. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.